This is a really special series to me. I am really excited about just like this whole series and bringing you guys along with us because I did this on my Instagram stories when we moved into this space and you guys really loved it. So I'm really happy that I have a YouTube platform now so that I can actually share kind of longer vlogs and longer series with you guys to take you along with the full process. Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. It is the first video to be launched for my new kind of series, I guess, of moving / apartment hunting here in Montreal. So Alex and I have been living in this apartment for the past year and a half about, and our lease is up in July. And because of the pandemic, we've both been working from home and we just need a bigger space. So we have been searching for the perfect new home for us to move into this summer. It's been a really hard decision for us because we're super comfortable here, and honestly if it weren't for the pandemic we probably would have stayed another year. Rent is super cheap here, we're comfortable, there's so much light that comes into this place, it's clean, we adore the landlord, she lives downstairs, she's the sweetest older woman and it's been so great just living on top of her because she's there whenever we need something, and she's also just a really friendly neighbor to have as well. So this is currently a 2-bedroom apartment, and it's the top floor of a duplex actually, and we're currently living in NDG, so Notre Dame de Grâce, if you guys are familiar with the areas in Montreal. I absolutely love the location. We're close to the metro, we're close to parks, there's lots of families in our neighborhood, and also just like young students and young professionals like ourselves, and we've really loved living here. I went to the Cégep in the area as well as the university, so I'm very familiar with the NDG area. It's been really great living here, but like I said, unfortunately because of the pandemic, we are in need of an upgrade. So that is why we are starting this series. We've already gone to see a few apartments, so I'm gonna take you guys along. I've kind of filmed the process. Some of them we went to go see in person, some of them we didn't go see in person, but videos were sent online. So I'm gonna show you guys kind of what we've been looking at. I really want you guys to feel like you're a part of this process with us. So I'm kind of gonna give you like budget, prices, all the sort. Also, if you are looking to move to Montreal or move out of your parents' place or something, it'll kind of give you a better idea of like pricing, what you can get for your money in different areas here in Montreal as well. First things first, we are looking now for a 3-bedroom minimum apartment. In a perfect world, it would be 3 closed bedrooms as well as a living room and a dining room. So this is like our checklist wish list in a perfect world sort of scenario. We are looking with in different areas actually, so we are obviously still interested in staying in the NDG area. We're also looking in the Sud-Ouest area, so like St. Henry, Verdun, Point St. Charles. We were open to Lachine and LaSalle a bit further out if rent was cheaper, but then I would have to get a car, and the more we talked about it, the more we were like, I don't know. But we are still open if it really is like the perfect space. We're open to the Villeray area as well. Alex likes that area better than me. I'm not too crazy about it. I'd rather stay on this side of Montreal, and obviously Westmount as well. But as you guys know, Westmount is very pricey. But there are a few places that we've seen in that area that could have been potential candidates for apartments. So we're definitely open to Westmount as well. So those are kind of the neighborhoods we've been looking at. Our budget is $1,600 a month, so that is like a hard max, and that's obviously not including hydro or Wi-Fi or anything like that. Just the rent itself, that is our maximum budget. Just because anything more than that, you're looking pretty much at a mortgage, so we obviously want to buy eventually, so we don't want to go too crazy with the rent prices. So yeah, that is our checklist. A few extra bonuses that we would love, and some of them aren't deal breakers, but some of them are. So I'll kind of create a list here for you guys to see what our deal breakers are and what we could potentially live without, but that are still on our wish list. So we definitely want a place that has a lot of light. That is essential, especially because we both are working from home, and even when Alex eventually does go back to the office, I work from home, so I am someone who is also really badly affected by weather. Like my mood shifts according to the weather, so definitely lots of light is a necessity. We definitely would like a space that is on the top floor, so that's not a deal breaker for us, but it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't want to hear people on top of us. It's nice to be on the top floor. You also tend to get more light because you are on the top floor. Another item on our checklist is we would love to have a balcony. The doorbell just rang. Also, we want a little pathway up to our apartment. We don't want a space that is kind of like the door is like right on the sidewalk. We want something that has a little bit of a walkway to the door. The 3 bedrooms obviously need to be a decent size as well, because one of them is going to be our bedroom, so that one can definitely be on the smaller end because we're just sleeping there. And then we have 2 offices, so Alex would have his office and then I would have mine as well. Definitely a place that has new appliances. That would be really great as well. That'd be like a huge bonus, but not essential. Like we can bring the ones that we have here because they are ours. Yeah, and then for us also location is probably a non-negotiable. Like we're pretty set on the neighborhoods that I listed earlier in the video. So that's pretty much our checklist. We're not too hard to please. We're definitely very lenient with the space. But obviously we're very comfortable here, so we want to find something that's going to be an upgrade in pretty much all the ways. Obviously we know we're not going to find the perfect place for us, and there's always going to be something wrong with you know, every space that you're going to rent. Okay, I apologize. My camera kept dying and then I got a package in, so I put on my new earrings from Majuri. They're super cute. With all that being said, that is our wish list, that is our budget, and now let's get into the actual apartments that we've gone to go see thus far. So as I said, I'm going to break this into a series, so I'm not going to show all the spaces that we've seen to date, but I will be sharing 2 of the spaces in this specific video, and then I believe I have another 2 for the next series already lined up, so that we've already seen, so they'll be included in the next episode. So the first space we went to go see was located in NDG. It was a 4-bedroom plus a dining room, but one of the bedrooms was really considered like a living room. It was listed at $1,800 a month. So definitely over budget, but we fell in love with the space, so we decided that we were gonna go see it. Space was just stunning. Like you're gonna see through the walkthrough. This space was really special. It was an upper duplex floor, so there was the space. It was over 1,500 square feet, which is insane. Like that is so much space. The appliances were included, but they definitely were dated, as you guys will see in the kitchen. But just like the details in this space, the hardwood floors, the beautiful like crown molding in the ceilings, the built-in fireplace in the living room, it was just stunning. There was a huge line for this space to go and see it, so we had to wait quite a long time, and it was pretty cold. We went to go see this actually at the end of January. I think it was like January 31st we went to go see it or something like that. So it was definitely towards the end of January, so it was a few months ago at this point. So we actually went to go see this place in person, and I wanted to show you the walkthrough of the space itself. So here's the entrance, and it's the top floor of a duplex, so obviously we had to go up some stairs. So there's like these hooks right when you walk in, and this really nice chandelier on top. That was my sister with me. So obviously there's gorgeous hardwood floors and a skylight right when you walk through, so lots of light in some of the areas. There's this little entrance kind of area. We could have put like a floor length mirror on the wall right here, and then there's some of the bedrooms. So lots of storage space also. You guys can see there's like a closet right there. So walking up, we turn to the left, and this is the first room. This would have been my office. So really loved the space. Lots of light in this room. The room wasn't huge, so I wouldn't have been able to fit too much, but it definitely would have been an upgrade from what we have now because I'm working in the living room. There's this awesome cabinet with lots of storage for shoes and like hats and all our winter stuff, and even some linens on top. Like I said, there was a lot of storage space in this place, so that would have been really great. This room here would have been Alex's office, so it's about the same size as what my office looks like, but this one has a closet, so lots of deep spaces. Like the closets were really deep, which was really great. So that would have been his office. Not as much light, but still a decent amount. And then this here would have been the living room. So like I said, there's that built-in fireplace, which is stunning. And just like, look at these door handles. I'm literally crying. They look so gorgeous. A huge balcony, like just gorgeous space. Lots of light in this room, and the hardwood floors are so dreamy. Look at that details. Look at the crown molding. Like, I literally was obsessed with this room. It was absolutely stunning. So like I said, there's a little bit of a space here. There is like a good sized closet for our coats and storage, and then a little sitting area here. We could put like a chair or something. And this is the bedroom. So it doesn't look too bad in the video, but I'm telling you guys, it was pretty dark. Again, good closet space, but not a lot of light here. It really was not very bright at all. And like, the phone is actually doing it justice. There was also a lot of like wires hanging out on the floors and stuff. Like, it needed a little bit of upkeep. The bathroom, there was a door to walk in through the bedroom. Completely redone. It was really nice. There was both a bath and a shower. The floors were really nice. It was like a really good size, and then the washer and dryer would have been in here also. And a really nice mirror to the top. Then when you turn to the left, this is where the dining room and kitchen is. So really good size. Like I said, it's over 1,500 square feet, so it was freaking huge. And then this is the kitchen, lots of storage, but the appliances were definitely dated. There was a dishwasher, which would have been a huge upgrade from what we have now. That was something also on our wish list. So another balcony here in the back, which would have been nice to have like guests over and stuff. Really nice space. Like, it was quiet. It wasn't too loud. Like, it was really, honestly, a really nice space. And then they had already all the appliances included, like I said. Really nice stovetop too, like really like built in. And then the oven was already included. And as you guys can see, like, the fridge was not in the best condition. Actually, none of the appliances were in like that good condition, but the owner just didn't want to have to deal with them. So that was a huge concern of ours. Also, like, he basically was like, if something happens to them while you guys are renting the space, it's on you to replace them. And we weren't about to buy like thousands of dollars worth of appliances when we were renting. Like, that just didn't make any sense to us. So after we went to go see the apartment, we absolutely loved this space. So we definitely applied. We applied right away. We really hit it off with the real estate agent. She was super sweet. So we applied and we waited to hear back. So it had been several weeks, and I decided to check in with the real estate agent just because I hadn't heard anything back. And she was saying that the process was taking longer than anticipated, and they were only doing like the one viewing that one weekend between, I think it was like 2 and 4, so it was like a 2-hour window. And there were a lot of people who showed up, and from the looks of it, like, a lot of them were interested. So we didn't understand why it was taking so long, and believe it or not, I stayed in contact with her. She said that, I think it was beginning of March, she called me to let me know that it was between us and one other candidate, and she was rooting for us, which was really sweet of her to say. And then again, we heard absolutely nothing. So I decided to just kind of let it be, because when she did call early March to let us know that we were one of the final 2 that they were considering, she had mentioned that the landlord was really hard to get in contact with, and he was obviously taking forever. Like I said, we went to go see, we literally applied end of January, and now it's beginning of March, and we still haven't heard anything. And by the way, the apartment was completely vacant, so it was for like right now. But we love the space so much that we were considering obviously moving in early and then having someone take over this place, taking over our lease. But at this point, like, Alex and I, we sat down and like we really talked about it, and we just, something was not sitting right with us. It was now, like I said, beginning of March. We still hadn't even heard an answer, and the real estate agent kept telling us, like, I apologize for how long this is taking, this process. Like, the landlord is really hard. The man who owns the building, who's also the landlord, is really hard to get in contact with. And we were just thinking to ourselves, like, this is who we're gonna have to deal with when things go wrong. And obviously right now, like, our landlord lives downstairs. We've built a relationship with her, and that was something that was really important to us also, because there's literally nothing worse than just not being able to get in contact with your landlord, or if you have gotten in contact with them, for them to take literally forever. Like, what if, God forbid, there was an emergency, you know, and we needed them to fix something like ASAP. Anyway, so we decided that we weren't going to take the place if we were accepted. And lo and behold, she called me mid-March to let me know that we ended up getting it. And I just told her our decision, that we just decided not to accept the offer. Which, looking back, I have absolutely no regrets for. Like, at first, like, I was really thinking, like, is this the right thing to do? Like, the space was so beautiful, but it was over budget. Definitely the landlord, like, it just wasn't sitting right with me. And to us, like, we decided, like, it wasn't worth the price. Like, it wasn't the right space for us. So ultimately we ended up getting it, but decided not to go through with this space. Again, like I said, we have absolutely no regrets. So this next apartment we didn't actually go see in person, but there was a video sent online, and it was kind of like a historic looking building. That's what caught my eye. I really love like old historic types of apartments. I love places that have character like that. So my eye was definitely drawn to like the built-in fireplace and stuff, but it was really special. I think like if I was living alone, for example, like I definitely would have applied to this space. The price was $1,300, I believe, per month. And it was located in Westmount near Atwater. So further down in Westmount, like borderline downtown. So this was the second apartment. This is a 3-bedroom, but definitely smaller. So we did not go see this one in person. So the woman who's living there is actually giving us the tour. She sent it over Facebook Marketplace. So definitely we're missing the light here. I don't even know if it was, I think it was a little bit of a gloomy day, but still, like, you guys can tell, like, there's not that much light in this space. Good size room, so this would have been one of the office spaces probably. And then you guys can see like the front door here. And then to the other right is kind of like the other room, but there's no door, so I don't even think it really counts as a 3rd bedroom. And then this is also where we would have needed to put the kitchen table, all our living room stuff, as well as my office, which that's pretty much what we have right now. So it wasn't really like a huge upgrade. And they did advertise this as a 3-bedroom, but in my opinion, like, this is just a 2-bedroom with a living room. And then also another thing that we just weren't crazy about is this kitchen. Like, there's just not a lot of space. Alex spends the most time in the kitchen, and he really likes right now, like, we have a very open concept kitchen, and this was just a little too cluttered and not a lot of counter space. Like, it's a very like city kind of like kitchen feel, and we weren't too crazy about that. The bathroom was really cute, good size. Honestly, we had no complaints about this at all. Looked very clean from the video. And pretty like well maintained, so that was a huge bonus as well, and good storage also. And then you guys, there's a little closet in the front, as you can see, and then the last room was the bedroom, which again, not great light. Like, really, I think that was like the main like thing when I was looking at this space. I was like, there's just really not good light coming in here. Definitely good size rooms. Like, if only they had like one more like little tiny room added to this space, like I think we would have considered it, but unfortunately it was just a little too small for us and not enough of an upgrade from what we have right now. Ultimately, it just was not enough space for the two of us to be an upgrade. Like, we definitely preferred what we had right now. We didn't even apply to this place. Like, it just was not the right fit for us. But definitely it had a lot of character to it, and we definitely felt that this space was obviously very special. Like I said, if I was living alone or if Alex was living alone, like, it might have been something that we would have applied to alone, but because we're together, obviously it wasn't much bigger than what we have right now, and ultimately it was just not at all what we were looking for. It wasn't really checking any of our boxes. Those were the first 2 apartments in this little series that I'm starting. I hope that you guys liked the spaces, if you found that they were just as charming as we did. And like I said, I already have, I think, 2 other apartments lined up for the next series, so stay tuned for that video. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below if you have not already. I will see you guys next time with the next video to this series. Bye!